Hello, today's picture I'm going to be modifying this cartoon here of a golden retriever, and I'm going to be converting him into a completely new dog breed called the Silver Cinder. I'll explain about that in a moment. So what I've done so far is I've altered the pose slightly. Let me just show you the next one. So I've changed the head position there. And what I then did was moving him into a walking position, and so it looks like a bit of a jumble of legs here, but what I'm going to do is to clear this up a bit, and then he's sprouted about 6 legs. The reason for that, I did a bit of a cut and paste to reposition some of the legs, so I just need to clean it up now, and then it'll be a lot easier to see that he is not a multi-legged canine. Now, at the moment he is in full golden retriever beingness, if that's the right term, and I'm going to keep the pose and the proportions of the golden retriever, but I'm going to change the colour scheme so that he is silvery. Now I'm just going to add a few things here. You see these whites that are cut and pasted lines, so I'm just going to add some more lines here just so it blends in and it doesn't look so disjointed. That's the general idea, and okay. Now, I mentioned that here's the Silver Cinder. Well, what that means is, well, if you want something retrieving, you get a retriever. What's the opposite? If you want something sending away, you get a sender. So, in this case, it's going to be a ghastly, Christmassy type jumper that was received from Aunt Ethel or whoever. That is really not wanted, but so how do you get rid of something that you really don't want? Well, that's where the Silver Cinder comes in. So I'm going to do some sort of pattern on here, and the question is, how ghastly do I want the colours to be? I was thinking maybe chocolate brown and orange and purple or something. I had images of 1970s British car schemes, so chocolate brown, faded custard, bright orange, things like that. So I'm now adding a layer to put the colour on. This one's going to be below the outline, just so I can see the original outline over the top, like so. And adding the colour in now. So what I think I will do is I will return to colouring in the jumper later, but as this is primarily about the dog, I will do the silver colour scheme now, so you'll see how that comes on. Okay, so let's add layer on top. Okay. And let me go to a watercolour brush and select silver. I'm going to try this immediately at 100% opacity, just to see what we come up with. Usually I work on a reduced opacity, 20% or so and build it up in layers, but I think that would take a very long time. The tapping going on is the pen on the screen. Okay. So I've been working on a series called Lesser Known Dog Breeds for some time, and as the name implies, these are dog breeds that you may not have heard of. In fact, nobody's heard of such dogs as a red-spotted Dalmatian, extended Dachshund, which was bred to hunt extended badgers in the forests of Bavaria, the Louisiana Bulldog, which has extra long legs to enable it to wade through the swamps, and so on. And I'd already come up with one Basin Golden Retriever, which was the Golden Slumberer. World's most laid back or lethargic, if you're not being quite so polite, dog breed. And then I was coming up with an idea for a picture to send a friend of mine, because in Japan it's the year of the dog, so I was thinking some dog-related pictures. And as she used to have a golden retriever, I thought I would do a silver sender. So a slightly darker grey now, and I might come back to that lighter grey or silver in a moment. But you get the general idea of how that's forming up. And I'm trying to keep these brush strokes very quick and loose and light, so it helps to convey the idea of the fur. Let's go back to that lighter one. Actually, I'll drop some white in there as well. And I've still got quite a bit of the sort of the golden sandy colour coming through, so I'll just rework some of these areas again. But that's pretty much getting to how I want it to be. Let's zoom in a little bit. I'm just slowing down a bit just to cover some more areas, not to skip them. If I have too much sand coming through, then it sort of spoils the effect. It looks a bit messy. I'm not after a particularly clean cartoon. It gets more interesting when it's not always sticking to the lines, shall we say. Okay, now, again, darker colour, just going to add a few lines just to give the outline more here. Okay, but anyway, that's the silver sender taking place. I'll just put the jumper back in the mouth, and probably got about another 10-15 minutes on that one. Anyway, that's Silver Sender. Thank you for watching.